Hey guys, it's Mark Whalberg here. So what is this movie all about? BP are greedy bastards, mistakes happen, and things blow up. Now let's review the movie. Hey there guys, how are you? So that was my shitty Mark Whalberg impression. I'm still working on it. So now let's talk about Deepwater Horizon, or as I've been calling it for the last 2 weeks, Event Horizon. Event Horizon. Yeah, I'm still stuck in the 1990s. Deepwater Horizon is based on true events where an oil rig exploded, causing the worst oil spill in US history. Now, like I just said, this movie is based on true life real events, and I enjoy movies like that because there's a base of reality there, undertoning the movie where it makes it more impactful because people really went through this situation, lives were affected, and when you watch a movie like that up on the big screen, it just has more of an impact on you as a viewer, and I really enjoy that. And for the sake of entertainment, I'm sure when it came to the real life version and the Hollywood theatrical version, a lot of things were embellished and heightened to make it more entertaining. And I'm okay with that because here's my motto when it comes to movies based on true life events. They are going to embellish things. They are going to take liberties where they need to make it more entertaining. But as long as they hit all those bullet points along the way and they fill in the gaps with entertaining things that they make up along the way, that's all I need. Just give me those true, honest bullet points throughout the movie. Now, this movie stars Mark Whalberg, and we'll talk all about Mark Whalberg in just a few seconds. And it's also directed by director Peter Berg. And as far as Peter Berg's directing style goes, I thought it was a pretty good fit for this style of movie. It was pretty reminiscent to what he did in Lone Survivor, but either way, it was a hell of a lot better than what he did in Battleship. What the fuck was that? Now, the biggest praise I can give this movie is it had a surprising amount of tension throughout the entire movie. And I'm not just talking about when things start exploding. As soon as the film starts, there's a sense of danger looming throughout, and you just feel like something's about to go bad. And I really enjoyed that aspect of the movie because it made it more thrilling to watch. I like being on the edge of my seat, just knowing bad shit's about to happen, but you don't quite know when it's gonna go down. Hey, what are you doing over there? Don't move my shit, man. And as far as Mark Whalberg goes in this movie, he's essentially typical Mark Whalberg, and I have no complaints with that. Yeah, he was Mark Whalberg, but with less of a Boston accent in this movie. It was a little bit cliche and one-dimensional at times. He was a good-hearted family man. He had a few of those Mark Whalberg quippy one-liners at times, and he was heroic. And you know what? Speaking of Mark Whalberg and true life events, why is Mark Whalberg playing the title character in every movie based on real-life true events? You have The Fighter, you have Lone Survivor, you have Deepwater Horizon, and then you have the upcoming Patriots Day movie. So whatever happens in real life, if they make a movie based on that, Mark Whalberg will play that character. Oh yeah, The Perfect Storm, another movie based on real life events. Holy shit, Mark Whalberg. Now, the majority of this movie takes place on an oil rig, and just the process of pumping oil through the ocean, through the ground, through the Earth's crust, up. It just, what, did you see that? I got too excited. But that entire process really does intrigue me, and I thought the movie did a really good job of explaining everything without giving too much exposition. I guess when I stop to think about it, I just really like movies where they drill for oil. Drainage. Bastard in a basket. So here are my final flicking thoughts on Deepwater Horizon. Overall, this is a pretty solid true life movie brought to the big screen, but there are things in this movie that just felt very over embellished and cliche. Now, this might be a little bit nitpicky, but in one scene, there's one man who's injured when glass explodes into his eyes. And then at the end of the movie, he's reading off the list of people that are still alive. It's like, why is the guy that's blinded with glass in his eyes reading the list? Couldn't somebody else do this? Oh no, he's one of the main characters in the movie. He has to do it. I really enjoyed the casting of Mark Whalberg and Kurt Russell in the movie as the main characters. Now, very quickly, before I give you my rating for this movie, I want to say this. Once again, this movie's based on true life real events, where you have a couple greedy corporate assholes who work for BP that neglect to do the right thing when they should. There are safety precautions and tests they should take, but they don't do these things because they want to save a few extra dollars, even though they're a $190 billion company. They're just like, yeah, that costs $100,000. Let's just risk everyone's lives. So as Mark Whalberg would say, hey, what are you doing over there, you greedy cocksuckers? Why don't you go say hi to your mothers for me? So I'm going to give this movie, a solid B. I really did like the message behind this movie, just showing how greedy corporate America is, and it's also a really cool, solid action movie based on true life real events. But I don't think I could ever watch this movie again. It was worth watching just once. Alrighty guys, so that's my take on this movie. Now here's my question to you. Let me know down below what you guys think about the movie, or what is your favorite movie based on true life events? If I had to pick one, I might go with, I don't know, Catch Me If You Can? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And also, if you didn't already know, I have a second channel called John Flickster. That's right, I have a second channel. Check that shit out. Anyway, the link to that channel is down below. I've been putting up a whole bunch of vlogs where I went to Zurich, Switzerland to check out the Zurich Film Festival. So yeah, if you guys want to see vlogs of me going to the movie theater or swimming in a pool or just doing random shit, definitely check out my second channel. I'll put the link down below to that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. That way I can see you next time.